What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another game review. Today we're taking a look at Hogwarts Legacy, which is a game that I recently finished on the channel. And I completed all the side quests for as well. And it is a very, very good game. And I did enjoy it. And I'm going to walk you through the game and what I liked and what I disliked about it. So the story of the game is pretty simple. You are a chosen one. You are like the chosen one before Harry Potter was the chosen one. You are the OG chosen one, because this was set, I do believe, 100 years before Harry Potter, maybe more, I don't know, but at least 100 years before Harry Potter. This is set in like the 18 somethings. Okay, this is like very early days, probably not early days Hogwarts, but like early Harry Potter world. And you are chosen to come into Hogwarts for whatever reason the final year. Your Hogwarts acceptance letter got given to you late, okay? Right? You didn't get it straight away. And a dragon attacks you, and then you learn how to use magic. And then you basically get attacked by a troll in Hogsmeade. You have to catch up on all your lessons and help students around Hogwarts because they can't do anything for themselves. You are literally an errand boy. Everybody walks all over you. And you then have to go to lessons to learn about the history of Hogwarts, to learn about animals of Hogwarts, to learn all new spells, learn how to fly a broom, and play little mini games. And in between all that, you have to find 4 to 5 paintings and go through 4 to 5 different map chambers to uncover the secrets of, like, this old witch, which for whatever reason, these guys can't just tell you. They're paintings that talk to you, and you have to go find their memories. You can't just learn what they know. They won't just openly tell you, which would be incredibly faster going into this, not gonna lie, because we do get caught by the skin of our teeth doing this, and in doing that you find out where this big ball of anger is being stored, this big ball of emotion, which is coincidentally right under your feet the whole time. And then all the teachers come and help you fight all the goblins who are trying to also find this orb, and they get the orb and they turn into a massive dragon, which you have to kill. And when you do kill it, that's it. You win. End of game. And now you can go do all the side quests and side missions if you choose. And there is 3 side missions. One with Sebastian, where he's trying to help his sister, who was cursed to have no magic, which is slowly killing her. And you learn all, like, the dark arts from Sebastian, from, like, Crucio to, like, Avada Kedavra. And he actually kills his uncle. And you are kind of like a big impact on that. And you're like his, like, hype man, not gonna lie. And you're like, Sebastian was a lost cause from the get-go, I'm gonna be honest. Then we have Poppy's side quest, which was my personal favorite, which was basically just going to find, like, snidgets and help animals get rescued from hunters, and you get to befriend centaurs. And I'm gonna be honest, her story was just so fucking cool. And then we also had Natty's story, which was, like, basically becoming a vigilante and being Batman and stopping organized crime within Hogsmeade, which was also very cool. But it was very repetitive and very boring, because you just had to, like, defeat dark wizards, which wasn't very interesting. It was already what you were doing in the main story anyway, so it just kind of felt repetitive and boring. Then there's, like, loads of random side missions which you can go and do, and the map is quite fucking big. Hogwarts is obviously in the middle, but then we have all these smaller, like, towns further down and to the right and to the left. It's a very expansive map. It is fucking huge, and there is so much that you can do. And I forgot there is a 4th quest, which is to do with Deke, who's a house elf, which helps you with your room of requirements. So you can basically have animals, and a potion station, and a brewing station, and a plant pot station, which I never fucking used, which I should have utilized more, and I realized that at the end of the series, that I definitely should have used that more, because it would have been quite fucking helpful. instead of just relying on the ground. So that's the story, and I thought the story was pretty solid. It had so much for you to do and so much for you to try out, and like quite a few places for you to go and explore. It never felt like boring with like the story. Like there was always something new and exciting to go and do, and like there was always something to be uncovered. There was always like a mystery or something, and there's always side quests as well. The world building was quite cool with all the different villages and all the different people that you could go and talk to and like explore with the animals. It did a really good job at that. The gameplay is where I think it fell flat because everything was the same. No matter what you did, it was the same. If you were helping Sebastian go through tombs and chambers to uncover new dark spells and some ancient tome or tomb or charm which can help his sister, you had to fight through skeletons and zombies. Whether you were helping Poppy find the animals, you were fighting through hunters and dark wizards. Whether you were helping Natty stop organized crime, you were fighting repetitive waves of hunters and dark wizards as you traversed this very similar tombs. They always made you go through a cave or a tomb, or just travel the open world. They always made you travel a distance when doing like missions with them. Like they always made you walk quite far, and there would just be waves upon waves of these villains which would come like periodically through the mission, and it did get very repetitive doing them, but the character interactions were the interesting part, and I fucking hated the trolls. The trolls are a piss take. Even though I was a higher level than trolls most of the time through my playthrough, it was still a fucking ball ache to kill them because they had so much health. And it felt like Dark Souls because I had to time the fucking pattern. It felt like a beginner's Dark Souls because I had to like roll. I was literally saying what I was doing during my playthrough. It was like roll, roll, roll again. Right, now I can shoot. Roll, roll, roll again. Now I can shoot. It was the repetitiveness of the battles which felt so boring. And the bosses weren't that cool, to be fair. There was giant knights. There was a dragon. And a dragon. And a dragon. And a troll. Like, there's not a lot of variation here. It is very similar in the stuff that I have to fight. They did try and switch it up with the gimmicks with the like mirror dimension in that one map room, and that royally pissed me off. I hated that gimmick, which was you had to keep going through this mirror so then you could attack the villain and like the big suit of armor, but the armor could attack you from the other side, which I thought was bollocks because A, how come you can attack me but I can't attack you? That's bullshit. Let me hit you from this side. It was a crappy gimmick that didn't really work out. Like, it didn't really make sense. And the other one was just, I had to fight two of them at once, which was also a ball ache, because I would be dodging one and the other one would just come out of left field and fucking hit me. I also never had enough Wendigo potions, which was my own fault, like I said earlier. I should have used the brewing stand a lot more during my playthrough, but I did everything that the game had to offer on like camera, and it was the longest series that I've ever done here on YouTube, with it having, I do believe, 50 episodes in total, which is, other than Fortnite, was like my longest playthrough of a video game, which I think is quite impressive. So I definitely got a lot of content out of this game, and I tried to make sure I did as many side quests and side hustles as possible during like the main storyline, so then you could like see my process and how I did everything and just me trying to level up as much as possible. And one of the worst fucking side quests that I had to do was that horror one, and that felt really new and like a breath of fresh air. That was like a side quest that stood out to me. One, because it scared the living shit out of me with the walking mannequins. And two, because it just felt so different and new compared to the rest of the game, which felt quite repetitive. And I did really enjoy it. Now, I didn't play it on PC, I played it on Xbox, so I didn't get to experience all the mods where people have made Shrek like a broom, and you can run around and fight Thomas the Tank Engine and shit like that. I haven't played those mods. I played the base game, and I wore my outfit for like most of it. It was a wizard's hat with the like Winter Soldier mask and the cloak, and the outfit options and the character creator is one of the best that I've seen in a while. There is so many different options, and I feel like character creators are getting better and better and better, and I prefer it when there is options and sliders. Like, I don't like it when like the face shapes are like sliders, because it's harder to see. So I like that there's presets as well as sliders, so you can pick the base model you want and then change it from there, which makes it easier than just doing it yourself. Because I don't really like the sliders. I find them quite difficult to use, and I don't know why, but my brain just cannot comprehend the sliders when it comes to character creation. And I am upset that, I know it would make the game 10 times easier, but I am upset that Avada Kedavra doesn't kill in one hit. It doesn't kill in one hit, and it has a really long reload time. I was shooting trolls with Avada Kedavra, and I was shooting like the big bad boss of the game with Avada Kedavra, and it did fuck all. I was doing more damage with fucking Bombarda than I was with Avada Kedavra, and that makes sense gameplay-wise, like, oh, they don't want you to kill the boss in one hit with Avada Kedavra, but at least make it do some damage, alright? Make it do the most damage out of any spell. It doesn't have to outright kill them, but make it do fucking something, then nothing, because that just really pissed me off compared to, like, spamming Bombarda. However, I did really enjoy this game, and it is one of the best ones that I've played.